Good afternoon, everybody. Death and carnage. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what we got. Yeah. I mean, I am buying more. I am buying 50 more shares, but yeah, I'm buying 50 more shares. It's death and carnage. Like, I'm not gonna hide the fact that we're all pissed off right now. Like, I definitely am. And this is already right at the start of the stream. So, yeah. We're at 570. We're right at the support. I feel bad saying, at the end of the day, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. If you don't like it, if you don't like BNGO, if you give up on this company, if you think I'm an idiot, if you think all this, you think it's done, just get out of here now. All right, for me, this is the time to fucking add. And why is it time to add? Okay, we're on the 200-day EMA and we got the 200-day SMA coming up. We've only got fundamentally better. High growth's been getting killed. We've still underperformed like by 1,000. We've underperformed in a very significant way, to put it lightly. And it cannot continue. And why it cannot continue is because, number one, we only are getting better fundamentally. Number two is the rubber band effect, right? If the markets are going to continue to go up, it's just impossible for high growth to continue to get decimated, which I've said this before, and we've continually got decimated, but it cannot go on forever. You cannot have most of the market, or even a significant part of the market, just go to all-time highs consistently with a huge batch of stocks absolutely just getting fucking annihilated. It's not possible. And we can explain the rubber band effect if you guys would like again. But I'm adding 50 more. I got an order in right now, 50 at 568. This is the time for me. For me, it's simple. For me, it's very simple. I'm adding more because you guys know what I'm adding. You guys know why I'm adding more. Okay? That's as simple as it gets. I'm not selling any of this shit. If you want to sell now, you know what you're doing if you're selling now? You're selling low, and then you're going to go buy something else high. Like, okay, go do fuel cell, right? Fuel cell is the new thing. Everybody's talking about they're buying fuel cell now. What the hell? Okay, go ahead. Be my guest, whatever. I told you, the doors, it's not, it's just go ahead. It's ready for you, man. Don't let it hit you, man. Dude, the fact is you're selling at the lowest point that we've been at yet. Think about this. Think about it this way. We are at the lowest valuation that we've been at for a long time. Like, what? Okay, more than a month now? All right, we're at the lowest valuation in this entire last 35 days. What is the company's valuation looking like? What has the company done? It's only gotten better. I know it's the same old spiel, I know, but think about, if you are thinking about selling and giving up, also think about earnings right around the corner. Think about how high we would go if earnings was just as good as it was last time, which was like a beat of like a couple 100,000. Think about that. Think about that, man. Oh, yes, we can continue to dip, and yes, I've been way. I continue to be way off. I continue to be way off. I said this morning, I don't think we're gonna break this line, and here we are, 570 again, and we're at the level that I said it's time to add at, and I'm here. I'm adding right now. Yeah, and if we break both of these moving averages, it's pretty. I mean. Yes, I mean, theoretically, even if we were to break both of these, theoretically, earnings could still be just as good as I want it to be, or even better. But that would be fucking horrible. Yeah. But right now, yeah, and we need to hold. Let me go over those levels again. So the lowest is 544. Yeah, I know it's a dramatic day today. Today sucks. I mean, that's as simple as today's horrible, right? Oh my god, so much selling. Oh man, and if you just look at high growth as a whole, and I mean, oh man, I saw something the other day. I saw, what do you call it? Yeah, I'm gonna get Boomstick. Your tweet that you sent me. Let me go over here. I thought this was actually really good. Okay, so the Fed. Remember, the Fed hates retail investors and is in bed with private equity and hedge funds. JP was a partner at this group right here. The Fed is putting money into big cap stocks, and which institutions and hedge funds own, and then while letting IW in the small caps and high growth drop. Do not let them win whole. I thought that was kind of representative of what's going on, because I mean everything in high growth has gotten decimated. I mean, I said, I mean, this is May 5th decimation levels almost, right? We're almost to those. Actually, technically speaking, we're lower than that, pretty much. I mean, yeah, we're actually at the exact same valuation, basically at the low as March 5th. Essentially, I mean, this is as death. I mean, this is it. This is your time to be greedy, in my opinion. Right now the fear is at an all-time high, right? I think you do make your own opinion. If you think we're going to $2 now, right? Because we've gone red 5 days in a row or 10 days in a row. Sure, go ahead and sell. Go ahead and buy puts. Go ahead. How'd that work out last time when sentiment was this low? How'd that work out last time? Okay, you went down 100% literally in the month. I think it is time to be greedy. I think it is. I know I've been saying this for a while, but I know I've been saying it for a while, but the facts remain the same. We've only got better. The company's only gotten fucking way better, man. And the stock has gone way lower. So if you want to make the case that we're gonna go way, I don't know. That's just me, man. I'm down 30K on BNGO, but I'm good though. Still buying the dip. I don't care how low we go. I don't give a shit. Unless there's a reason for me to sell, I'm not leaving. I mean, I'm still here. You guys know. I told you a while ago. I'm here. I'm going down with the ship if we go down. Right now, it looks like we're going down. Right. I mean, right now the ship is like leaking. Right. Are we gonna sink or not? Unless there's a reason for me to sell, I'm not selling. Right now, there's just more reason to buy. And the reason is because the company keeps getting better. The stock price keeps going down. Just like the Jeff Bezos quote, just like with any company ever, any stock ever, whenever the business gets better and the stock goes down, that's your time to pounce. That is it. That's when you want to capitalize on that opportunity. And if you're an investor like I am, very high risk, very ambitious goals, right? Very clear goals. You may want to take advantage of an opportunity like this. Okay, that's just what I think. I'm here so I won't get fined by not complimenting your 4K OLED forehead, still holding minimum 5 years. Oh, just YOLO and zoom out for 3 months. Kidding, but just buy and hold. Yeah, I don't understand why people are so easily scared. Everyone is selling. That's just, I'm probably a little bit more pessimistic on my viewpoint as to like how easily they can short gay MF but leave my BNGO alone. Oh man, but yeah, what was I was talking about that whole thing. Yeah, people selling and how people are getting so easily scared. I hate saying this because I've said it for so long, but coming from my perspective, right? Because I'm the YouTuber that sees like more comments than anyone, right? All the people freaking out. I see probably more people freaking out than most people do, and I think that's because a couple things. They haven't been in the market for a while, and also they haven't done the proper research, and that's the only reason why you'd be fucking selling right now, in my opinion, right? At the end of the day, if you're selling a company that's only gotten exponentially better since the start of the year, yeah, the stock price has only gone down 70%. That's fine. If you want to sell this low and go buy something else high, you want to go buy fuel cell, whatever the hell it is, right? That's fine. Do you, my friends. If this isn't for you, if you're just now figuring out that the stocks is not for you, fine. That's fine. But what I have a problem with is if you're just gonna suddenly determine like this. Oh, now we're going to $2. Yeah, if you're saying we're gonna go to $2. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna break my computer. If you're saying we're gonna go to, if this company is shit now just because we've got some red days, and when I say red days, I should say carnage and decimation, because that's what we got. We've got decimation and carnage. If you're just suddenly claiming now that we should just go to zero now, and we're not gonna do anything long term or midterm or anything, $2 end of year, $1, 5, 4, 3 flat. That just doesn't make sense. That's egregious to me. That's just egregious. That's as simple as it gets. And yeah, I do have an order for 50 shares at 568 right now. Oh man. I don't even want to read the comments. I don't even want to read the comments. Oh boy, let's see. Relax, Brandon. We're not going to $2, my man. I know. We're not. It's painful. My calls are wrecked, but I'm holding on to them. Can't wait for earnings. I know I can't wait either. That's an opportunity. Do you want, holding till earnings, holding through earnings, maybe something you want to consider if you just hey, I'm with you guys. You guys are suffering. I'm with you. I'm right there with you, my friends. I'm suffering it's been death and carnage. That's as simple as it gets. It's been absolutely horrible. And we're all suffering together, but I think earnings, I'm holding. You guys know what I'm doing, okay? I'm holding. I'm sorry, Brandon, I can't take this anymore. It's been fun. Thanks for your hard work. Low JK. Base positive. Oh man, if you were serious there, I was gonna that would be the turning point for me. You would probably see me rage if that was the case, if I saw an OG do that. Boomstick, you got another tweet that you sent me, man? Got 5 minutes to the close, so I'll go ahead and check this real quick. Another one? Yeah, I already checked it. We already checked this. But yeah, I think that describes it pretty well. Pretty well. Oh, not Owls, not that guy. Bionanol, if anyone knows who that is. All right. BNGO in the Sapphire system is going to help save lives. It is a game changer, miles ahead of competition buy up. I know it is. We all know it, right? Even the Bears know it. And the Bears who claim that this is going to go zero and whatever it is, $1, that I think most of them are purposely being ignorant. They're purposely ignoring the facts. And actually, most of them just don't know what's going on. Most of them just ignorant. This beatdown might catalyst a double. I think I'm gonna add more. I kind of at this point at the amount of decimation that we've already had, a part of me just wants us to dip even further so I can even add even more. Like literally just go all in with everything else I have. I'm serious. I swear to God, I'm serious. If we go to $1, Pat Bio gets there first. Silly talk. Brand, I want a low, but I don't think it's the bottom yet. Well, in my opinion, I take it with a grain of salt. I've been wrong. You guys know how much I've been wrong. Okay, every day I've been wrong for the last, since the 28th, right? Pretty much, essentially. But I think it's likely that this is the bottom, that one of these two moving averages is the bottom, right? Last time, it was in the middle. That was where the bottom was. And before that, we never broke below that. Also, we have earnings coming up. Also, I don't think I don't really think I don't think the institutions and I don't think retail is going to let this go lower than 430 or even 5 probably because last time, because the reason why we started running up from 430 in the first place was because of the revenue. And it's hard to justify a stop price going below 430 or below whatever your valuation was around here. When the reason why you went up above that, if you will, is because of an earnings, like an event that like catapulted us higher, if you will. I hope that makes sense. All right. You think that this is bad? Check AMC. I know. Yes, I know. AMC. Can you go over the numbers of the short interest? Well, I haven't actually got an update in a while for the short interest, which is okay. Bad Form has done more than enough for this community. He sent us plenty of updates, but I don't actually have the short interest data from Ortex, so that's why we actually haven't gone over it in a while, my friends. All right. Let me scroll up here. Holding for years, selling someone highs, then buying more on the dips. I think you're gonna do well. AMC are fools. Relax. JP calming the market next week. We go above 6. One thing that is really frustrating is that we've just been moving with high growth. And we've been doing this. We've been moving roughly and correlated with them since before February. But the fact is, the last few weeks, it's just the same exact thing every single day. We move exactly with these two stocks, but we underperform them by a few percent every single day. I mean, that literally every single day, except I think one green day. Out of the 2 green days that we got, one of that, yeah, those are the only 2 out of like the last 15 trading days that we've got. That it hasn't been that same pattern, I think. Thresh, I see you, my friend. It's a shame to see all the margin calls, but it was such an easy target for hedge funds. I think that's just arrogant as hell, in my opinion. That's just me, though. I'm in a pissed off mood, though, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm pissed off. Yeah, Bad Form, if you're here, yeah, that would be awesome, yeah. I guess this is why ARK has not bought BNGO. Well, I think ARK will. I think ARK has made a mistake. You guys know what I think about ARK. The price drop will get a lot of shorts to come back in. There's about 3 million shares pending to get in. I have different accounts to see the shorts. Brandon has some vodka in the bottle for after all these red days. But for real, guys, no need to panic. Everything is down, and BNGO is bound to rocket soon. I feel so bad saying this, but I just have to because it's relevant in the times like these. I feel like you guys know what I said, okay? You guys know what I said, and this is why I made the Reddit post here. This is why I had the earning, and this is why I've been so adamant and vehement on my earnings call, and not on my earnings call necessarily, but on my outlook for BNGO short term. Because the earnings is so likely to do well, in my opinion. That's what I think. That's what I think. I'll be able to pick up 100 shares before earnings rate opportunity, but to be honest, I don't want this going any lower at all. We'll need a 100% gain at this rate to even touch $10. We will, and we will get it, in my opinion. You guys know how much risk I have on the line. You guys know I'm not giving up. It would take something that would actually have to happen. Something would have to happen with the actual company and not just the stop price for me to actually be worried on my long-term outlook. You know, although these few weeks have sucked ass, the fact is the company's only gotten better. And that's, at the end of the day, that is what makes me so confident with adding more right now, essentially. All in, baby. Woo, baby. All in. Yep, all in. 3 seconds to the close here, by the way. 3 seconds here. Let's see if it's buys or sells at the close. Sells again. Sells again. Wow. Yep. What the hell is this after hours price action? All right. Maybe one to 150,000 shares sold to close there. Okay, so I don't even know what to say. I just gotta kind of chill everybody down today because today is such a dramatic day. You know, I mean, especially the earlier stream. I hate dramatic streams as well when everybody is like contemplating whether this is a good company or not just because the stock price is red. But hey, it's okay. It's basic psychology. I'm not mad at you guys. You guys make your own decisions. But all right, let me just say something. Guys. I am going to, and most of you already know this. Feel free to click off, right? Feel free to get out of here. You probably already know what I'm about to say, but what I'll say is this, okay? Q2 earnings is coming up. We're below my cost average, and I'm gonna have a little bit more buying power coming. And unfortunately, my order didn't fill here down at 568. But I will probably be adding. I'll probably be adding a couple hundred shares here pretty soon, and I don't know what's going to happen, obviously, and I feel like I'm conflicted whether I should say this or not, but, I mean, you guys already know what I fucking think. I think we're due for a huge, massive correction in the upwards direction. You guys know it, okay? It's simple as it gets. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're due for it. I think it's got a very high chance, and I've been wrong so many times, but from my point of view, I don't know if it's going to happen now or later, but at the end of the day, it's like, the pressure has boiled down so much, it's only a matter of time until we pop back up to the fundamental value. Why are we fundamentally undervalued, Brandon? Why? Well, I'll tell you why, because we know about 13 Sapphire sales in this quarter already. The earnings report has not even happened for Q2. This is the most auspicious earnings report that we've ever had that I've ever seen for BNGO. Seriously, and I've been right. Now, of course, I've been wrong last few weeks. Fine, Brandon, you're an idiot. Brandon, you've been wrong. Okay, whatever. Make your own opinions. But what I will say is that I have been right on my last 2 out of 2 of my earnings predictions on the channel. And this earnings, I'm even more confident about for the reason being this document right here and the fact that we already know about 13 Sapphire adoptions. And it's actually based on this. It's probably more than that because there's a couple of strategic partnerships, or at least one in there that is probably more than one. Plus, I'm assuming that it's 170K per Sapphire. It's probably the pricing starts at 150K, but it goes way higher, man. So what I'm trying to tell you, if you didn't understand any of that, also we got all the new stuff here. Okay, look at this thing right here. Okay, I have not even looked up. I've not even looked up yet all of the where's the article right here? I have not even looked up yet all of these hospitals and institutions here, whether they have used a Sapphire before yet that we know of in the public, that they've like put an article with the Sapphire and with the data out before Q2, right? Otherwise, if you didn't understand that, I'm sorry, it's complicated, but basically I haven't checked to see if these guys adopted a Sapphire yet to the best of our ability, right? We will never know 100% sure because they technically could have got one 5 years ago and no one would know, right, technically, but very, very unlikely, especially considering there's only 107 out there right now. Anyways, what I'm telling you is that earnings is more likely, it gets more auspicious every week. That's what I think. That's what I think, man. So, you know, all the bears out there, Brandon, you've been wrong. Robbie Smith, Dr. Pepper, all the people saying we're going to go $2 now. You know, whatever, man, make your own decisions. But I'm going down with the ship if we go down. And I'm adding shares if we hit 568. That's where my order is right now. And that's as simple as it gets. I'm not selling. I'm not leaving. I'm still here. I don't care how many times we go down. I mean, until there's a reason to sell, I'm not selling. And right now, the company just keeps getting better. Exactly like every single startup. Like the exact same way every single parabolic run starts up. I'm not saying we're going to go parabolic. I know you hate me when I say we're bullish because I've been so wrong and I've been saying it for so long. I know, but the fact remains the same, right? Every single freaking think of Tesla, right? Think of Tesla. The company gets better. Stock goes down at some point in history, like 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Okay, you name it. You can name it anytime. Bitcoin, Apple, Twitter, Facebook, all these stocks. Stock goes down. Fundamentals increase without that many people knowing because they're not doing the research. People get in at the lows. They're down short term. Think about it at the market crash. You know what? Let me just give you this example. Let me just give you this. Right here, let me just go to the NASDAQ here. All right, think about all of the people and all the bears, all of the people out there that said, oh, you guys are idiots for buying the dip. Oh my gosh, this is not the bottom. Wow, you guys. All the people who bought the dip in here, and here, and here. They were looked at as idiots, man. I mean, they were looked at as, dude, you don't know what you're doing. You need to stop investing. You need to quit. Brandon, pack it up, right? If I would have bought the dip here, everybody, the same people would be saying back then, bye, Brandon, you need to pack it in, right? But guess what? You zoom out a little bit, And guess what's happening? Okay, the people who buy the dip while shit is going down make money in the long term, and the reason is because the markets perpetually go up over the long term. And why? It's because the free markets and the capitalism is too fucking good of a system. All right, simple as it gets. Well, make your own opinions, I guess. If you're offended by that, I don't know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, this company's just getting better fundamentally. And if you're selling right now and going, if you're selling low right now for BIOL and then go buying something else high, be my guest, man. Like, go ahead. But I mean, be my guest, man. Simple as it gets. All right. So with that being said, man, just last minute questions here, and then we'll get out of here. Oh my gosh. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Exactly. You know what's the ratio? If you don't want to take the history of the NASDAQ, take the history of the stock then. Okay? Boom. 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 What happens after every single dip? It goes up. Whatever. Make your own opinions. Brandon, can you buy one share for the boys? I'll buy more than one share, my friend. I'll buy more. You know what? Here, I'll put an order. You know what? Here, I'll move this up to 570 because at the end of the day, I do want to freaking add more. I want to accumulate as many as I can at these prices. That's as simple as it gets. I think we bounce off the 200-day EMA. I think we can too. I think we absolutely can. I think we absolutely will. If you're offended by capitalism, you don't need to invest in stocks. Yeah, luckily, I don't think we've had anyone getting offended by those claims that I make quickly, luckily. All my high growth are in the toilet. Yeah, I know. Perspective, most toots got in at 585, 560s. Yes, exactly. Most of them are in the 5s to 6s. Yep. Yeah, if you guys are upset here, I mean, this is, and I got questions a while ago, and somebody, I keep talking about this one comment that really pissed me off. There's a lot of comments that piss me off nowadays, right? I've always needed to get better at handling comments, but one comment that I saw said, Brandon's too emotional. He says, if you don't know what you're doing, sell. Right, and I find that very, I don't think that person's getting the whole picture, because the fact is, I said that on, do you guys remember? I'm sure the OGs remember. Every single day, I mean, without exception, every single green day, and every single day we were in this freaking $8, $9 range. I said, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't understand the company, if you don't understand the risks, you need to get the hell out of here. I said that for a reason. And the possibility of dumping is the exact reason why I said that shit. And nowadays, we're seeing this exact thing, and people still give me shit for it. And I'm not, it is what it is. When I'm up here making bold claims, showing my portfolio, and like every other YouTuber, 100% BNGO, saying we're going to hit $15 end of year, $20 end of year maybe, I understand why people get pissed. At the end of the day, though, we still got 6 months, 5.5 months until the end of the year, and I'm still I still think earnings is going to kick ass. I still have this as 100% of the portfolio, and I'm still adding more. And the company's only got exponentially better. Remember that. Okay, you cannot have. Remember, the fundamentals do prevail for a company. Remember that. Okay, it's not like a stock price. Although it's disconnected from the company, at the end of the day, you cannot deny what the company is doing in the quarterly reports, which are quarterly, right? 4 times a year. So, oh man, so many rants today. So many rants. I'm sorry for everybody, right? I didn't think it would come to this, but when we go down this much, I'm now in the. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, I'm in the red now. My portfolio is now in the red. My portfolio's gotten absolutely fucking shredded. Okay, I'll show you the portfolio here at the end, but I mean, my portfolio's got absolutely fucking shredded. There's no other way to say it. What's the date for quarter 2 earnings? Mid-August. My prediction for August is. I know everyone says. Well, I think you got it mixed there, David. But yeah, I see your point. I think. Bro, don't stress it. They see the frustration in you. The more they're going to troll you. We, the OGs, know what's up. My BNGO only is down over 30K. We good long term. I'm with you. Now is the time that conviction will be tested. I couldn't agree with you more on that one, Thresh. Bought 200 more and average down from 690 to 652. What's to be upset about? You know what? I saw a comment that's asking for my August prediction. On a day like this, I feel like I don't even know if I should give an August prediction because everyone just wants to strangle me. Everybody wants to kill me on a day like this. I understand it, but I feel like I also need to tell everybody that I'm still bullish because I feel like I also need to tell the truth. The truth is this: I think August. You guys know what I think. Okay, it's the same. It's the same old talking points I repeat, but I have to on, especially on a day like this. It's such a dramatic ass day when everybody's like, "Oh no, it's over. Companies went down." Like, oh, okay. But I'll tell you this: my prediction for August is that once earnings hits, I think it's going to be a beat, and I think we're going to hit. I think we're going to hit $8, and maybe it's going to be a little less than that. Maybe I'll be way off. I think that's what's going to happen though. I think that's what's going to happen. I know it's bull. I know it's like, wow, Brandon, that's like, what is that? That's like 40%, 50%, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. I don't have inside information. I never have had inside information. And I don't know. I mean, you guys know everything I know, okay? And I hope you've read this document if you haven't already. But the more, I mean, it just gets more likely every freaking week because we keep finding out about more studies that likely happened during Q2. If they happened at the end of Q2, or well, happened, they're released now. But you guys know how long studies take. If they were done like pretty recently, chances are the samples and the genomes being analyzed and the sales and everything probably within Q2. I just put my wife's money into BNGO. Let's see where it takes us in the relationship. Yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. That's an awesome moment right there. I don't. Hey, make your own decisions. I'm not recommending like highest risk possible. Right, taking the bill money in the emergency fund, throwing it in BNGO. I don't recommend it, but that's awesome though. Simi, well, I guess you can't. Oh man, that's funny though. That's awesome. Sold my dog and bought BNGO shares. Oh man. I'm lucky to still be up 100%, 1,000% at close. I was down 20% 1.2 when it went from 56 cents to 42 cents. Just keep holding if you believe. My bad. I meant buy low, sell high. Yeah, David, that's what I thought. I was confused with your comment. Enter wrong. Right. Try being 50K shares at 765. I'm not selling. What do you think about JP's speech? I have not seen his speech yet. Testifying is what he was doing. You tell me, what do you think about it, my friend? It will tank lower than 490, but I'm still buying more as I expect institutions to buy up everything they can. BNGO will be Gucci, good, no doubt in my mind. I admit I'm down 28K on another spec. Can't catch them all, but certainly not selling soon. Think long term and everything will be fine. In the meantime, in order for growth stocks to get back on track, we need a new Fed chair and new politicians. Socialist policies only pick a few winners. They haven't even started the well, whatever, I shouldn't even say. All right, let's go to the short interest. Do we break down or do you think it's a fake out? Here's what I think. I'll tell you what. I'm not even gonna say that because I'm too bullish. I'm too bullish sometimes, and I've been way wrong the last few weeks. But what I'll say is I think a bounce off the 200-day EMA is extremely likely, and if we were to bounce to this 200-day SMA, it's extremely likely. And although although it's technically possible that we come down even further, I think it's nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible for us to break below the May 13th levels. And the reason is because the reason why we went above those levels is because a legitimate increase in the company value being a revenue beat and legit catalyst to look forward to for 2021 and years to come. Right? Those 5 large clinical studies, those are not just for 2021. Those are actually happening. Only not even one of them is finished in Q1 this year. And I think, and it's my theory, this is totally off topic, I guess not really, but I think those 5 large clinical studies are going to be the FDA approval evidence. I think that's why they're doing them actually, and that's why the CLA lab, that's what the CLI lab is all about potentially. But yeah, I'll leave you with that. But yeah, let's get out of here pretty soon. Margin calls, most likely explanation. Well, yeah, you're probably right. There certainly has been a ton of margin calls on the way down. Well, right, especially with high growth. And once a couple high growth stocks start going down, those margin calls come in. Those same people with high growth stocks, they have other high growth stocks, right? Because there's I'm sure you guys know the people that I'm talking about. Everything Money, Dave Ramsey. Even some of Warren Buffett's there, like us high growth people, we are closer. Although I don't really like Cathie Wood, I like her. I like some stuff, but we're closer to Cathie Wood than Warren Buffett, right? We choose to be more like Cathie Wood with the stuff that we invest in, right? High growth stuff. But the fact that the point I'm trying to make here is that a lot of people that hold BNGO hold other stuff, and yeah, that margin call domino effect has certainly had an effect on the high growth decimation that's going on. Absolutely, but the rubber band effect It prevents the NASDAQ from continuing to go straight up and high growth continue to go straight down. It's impossible. And although it's hard to say when exactly that's going to be and when the bottom is, that's impossible to say. It is 100% sure that what I just said is true. NASDAQ cannot go completely up new all-time highs every week with high growth making a new all-time or 52-week low or 1 month low or okay, you know what I mean. All right. Just checking in for the day. Could you give a quick summary? Sure. So for the day, we got this news release right here, which was another great news. And this is essentially, this is great news. This is talking about the diagnosis of leukemia stuff. And I do believe, yeah, they are doing, this is not, the quote down here makes me actually think that they're talking about, lineage in here, but the fact is the Sapphire is better. It's not. I don't actually believe this is lineage in though. I only gave this a quick read this morning, but I do believe. But no, this does verify more of what we've been thinking all along, which is the Sapphire is better. I mean, it's the same old spiel. Sapphire is better than everything else of what it does, right? They saw. Let me go ahead and control F diagnostics real quick. Okay, right here. All right, and what is this? In 45% of the cases, we provided additional information. Boom. Okay. An improvement that demonstrated an improvement in diagnostic potential relative to the standard of care methods, fish karyotyping and CMA and FragX and Southern Blot and all the other shitty methods, right? We're better than all of them. What does the stop price do? Titanic's down in the freaking ocean. Now, one of these days, you're going to see a correction to the fundamental true value, which is only increased exponentially. And the fact is, if this is true, what every freaking scientist and doctor has, literally all of them, have been saying pretty essentially, if what they say is true, this is inevitable. What I'm about to show you is inevitable, my friend. Look at this. It's inevitable. No, not that. What the? No, not that. Okay, here. This. Boom. 10,000 Sapphires sold, or not sold, well, sold, installed and sold in 2030. Think about that. Think of how much money would that be, Brandon? $1 billion in profit. How's that for your numbers, right? You revenue, they had a high price to earnings ratio, Brandon. Oh, we're not going to go up. The offerings, well, we're not going to get an offering either, right? CEO confirmed yesterday we're not going to be in the market for financing. They don't expect to be, right? What does the stock price do? It tanks again, right? It's like the stock is immune to good news. It is very susceptible to bad news, though, which is just, well, I guess which you could just say is just the high growth sets are just absolutely getting decimated. All right. All right, let's get out of here, boys. Dave Ramsey likes high growth, but in index funds. Does he? Really? All right, boys. Brandon, did you buy? I think I'm a few cents off of buying. Oh, I think I did. Yeah, I think the order went through. No, did my order get canceled? Yeah, I got canceled. Yep. All right, guys. I will be here, but let me say I will be adding I don't know. If we're down in the after hours, I probably will add that 50 shares. I can't help myself. At this point. I can't. I mean, it's just too, for me, it makes too much sense to add right now. That's just my opinion, though. All right, boys and girls, guys and gals, thank y'all so much. Here is the carnage. Here's the carnage and the death. It's carnage and death. So, yeah, there's the portfolio decimation. Thank y'all so much, man. We'll see you tonight. But yeah, we still have 2 days left, and we've already gone down from 640 to 570. We'll see what we go down by the end here. But yeah, it's in his baby steps. We did the program. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Thank you, Gil. Thank you, everybody, so much. Stay strong is my recommendation, but make your own opinion. Do what you got to do, but I'm still adding. There's no reason, in my opinion, to sell at this point. But thank y'all so much. It's not financial advice. I'll see all y'all in the next one.